How are you? It is Wednesday. It is a little bit sunny out there, a little bit cloudy, but looks all right. We've got the gas company outside for some reason. Nobody knows why. Somebody knows why, but just not us. Welcome to Rockbridge Regional Live Storytime, brought to you from Miss Wendy's house. I'm Miss Wendy, and Rose is here, but she's hiding out in her bedroom. So I thought we would go and see what she's up to. See what she has in mind for story time. Because she has picked out the books, has picked out the songs, has picked out her clothes, and she's ready to go. But we have to knock and see if she's ready for us. I'm not sure. There's her door, which says, please knock. Or I'm sorry, knock, please. She said just a second. Well, hi. Maybe you come in to do story time in your room today? Yay! Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Rose's room. And we are going to read some books, sing some songs, and have some fun. Am I right? Yeah. So, the first thing we always like to do is sing our good morning song. Shall we do it? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello again. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Hello, my friends. I'm so glad you are here with us today. Mark is feverishly writing names down for me so that I can know who's here. And from here, I can see the name Isaac. Good morning, Isaac. How are you? How is your little baby sister? How is Mama and Daddy? I hope everybody's well. We don't need to announce anything. So, Rose, shall we do a warm-up song? Oh, there's my sign. Good morning, Finn. Good morning, Lillian and Vivian. Riley and Morgan. How are you guys? And Genevieve and Ruby's here. And Morgan is here. Milo and Sam. It's my crew. You guys are my crew. And I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so let's do a warm-up song. What? Huggies. Oh, Huggies. Oh, Huggies. Okay, so the first song Rose wanted to do was one that I don't think we've done here in Storytime yet. I don't think we have. It's called Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. Now, there's, a few different ways you can do this song, but this is the way that Rose and I have always done it. And we started doing it when she was just a little baby. So it might be a little bit challenging for me to zoom her, but let's see. So you put your hands together. This is your rocket ship, and it's going to zoom, right? Yeah. And we're going to go to the moon. Are you sure we didn't do this song on Space Day? Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll be there very soon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And then we'll count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to zoom.
And then she's going to do this to me.
I'm going to throw her to the moon. And if you're at home, you can crouch down like this. And when we count it off, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, zoom! You jump up, okay? All right, Red Rose, are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, hands together. Are you ready out there, my Storytime friends? Mm-hmm. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll be there very soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, zoom! And there she is on the moon, just like that.
You're not supposed to make me go on the bed.
I'm not?
You're supposed to make me go do this.
Okay, so let's try that again.
Higher.
Hands together. Put your rockets on the launch pad. Get yourself ready.
Hey, okay,
You
we
might
get
wanna
it, we
press-
get it, we get it.
Okay. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll be there very soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zoom!
No, you're supposed to let me go.
On the floor? Oh my gosh. Okay. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll be there very soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Onto the bed. Like throw onto that, onto the floor. 2, 1, zoom!
That last
You know what?
This is the last one.
We've done it 3 times.
Mom, last one.
We'll try later.
No.
Oh,
No.
gosh. All right, you guys.
No.
Well, no, ma'am. Mm-mm. Okay, here's a question. Are you ready for a story? I'm ready for a story. Are you ready for a story, Margaret? Hi, Margaret. How are you? Okay. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, sit real still. If you're ready for a story, sit real still. That's your face, includes your face too. You gotta keep your... If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, sit real still. All right, you guys. I think we're ready for a story. I hope we're ready for a story. We'll find out soon enough. Let me put this somewhere safe. Okay. So, first one. Okay. So we have kind of an invisible guest today. He's called Mr. Nobody.
I know, he's shy.
Oh, he's shy. I don't know. Some of you guys out there might have heard of Mr. Nobody. Have you heard of Mr. Nobody? Anybody out there? Well, he comes over here sometimes, and for some reason, only kids can see him. I never see him, so Rose tells me he's around, and I have to trust her because I've heard other kids talk about Mr. Nobody, and he seems all right. I mean, I don't know. And so recently, we found a book that seems to be about Mr. Nobody, and we were just shocked when we found this book. Now, Mr. Men are... This is our one of our favorite little book series. When Mark was a little boy, he used to read these books all the time. So when Rose was a baby, we got a bunch of them, and they're wonderful little funny books. So there's lots of different.
When we were on a Christmas break trip. And at London, there's a lot of Mr. Men's there, and we found this one. I couldn't tell what it said. My dad told me, and I was shocked.
We were shocked. There's Mr. Nobody.
But
I've always wondered what he. I've always wondered what he looked like, and now I know he's just sort of clear. So maybe that's why he's hard to see. Mr. Nobody by Roger Hargreaves. Hargreaves. I knew I was saying that wrong. Hargreaves. There it is. I can see better there. And illustrated by Roger Hargreaves and Adam Hargreaves. Is that his son? Anyway. Hello! Meet Mr. Happy. Happy by name and happy by nature. And now I'm going to tell you a story. Actually, this isn't a story about Mr. Happy. Well, not really. It's about somebody he met not very long ago. Last month, in fact. Come on, Paige. Come on, Paige. Come here, Beth. Mr. Happy had been to tea with little Miss Sunshine. He thought about catching a bus to take him home, but as it was such a nice day, he thought again and decided to walk. And he was glad he did. Would you like to know why? I shan't tell you, not yet anyway. Oh. Mr. Happy was whistling to himself as he walked along when he heard a noise. He stopped. There it was again, a sort of sniffing noise. Suddenly a drop of rain splashed on top of his head. That's odd, he thought to himself, looking up. There isn't a cloud in the sky. What do you think it is? And then he couldn't believe his eyes. You'll never guess what Mr. Happy saw. There, sitting on a branch of a tree, was somebody who sort of was, but wasn't. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. You can see through him, and he was crying real big, fat, wet tears, which, of course, were what had splashed on top of Mr. Happy's head. Who, Mr. Happy managed to splutter, are you? The person who sort of was but wasn't looked mournfully down at him and, in a mournful, melancholy voice, replied, Nobody. Nobody, gasped Mr. Happy, but everybody's somebody. The person who sort of was but wasn't sighed deeply. Except me, he said, and he started to cry more real big, fat, wet tears. Mr. Happy scratched his head, which was getting quite wet by this time. Can you get down? He wondered. Possibly, replied Mr. Nobody, and he climbed down out of the tree. Where have you come from? Asked Mr. Happy. Nowhere, Mr. Nobody sighed, the sort of sigh that breaks your heart. I know I used to be somebody, but I can't remember who, he sniffed, or what, he sniffed, or where, he sniffed, or when, he sobbed. Mr. Happy couldn't help but stare. It isn't often you see somebody you can see right through. I think, said Mr. Happy, that you had better come home with me. Why? Sobbed Mr. Nobody. Because, said Mr. Happy, we must do something about you. There's nothing you can do about a nobody, wept the person who sort of was but wasn't. Of course there is, said Mr. Happy. Follow me. Eventually they reached Mr. Happy's house and went into the living room. Mr. Happy pointed to a chair. Sit yourself down, he said. It was really quite extraordinarily extraordinary seeing somebody who was nobody sitting in a chair. Mr. Happy sat down too and thought hard. The wizard! Cried Mr. Happy. Of course! So the following morning, after no breakfast, Mr. Happy and Mr. Nobody went to see the wizard. Ah, remarked the wizard, after Mr. Happy had tried to explain. Ah, he said again, eyeing Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody just stood there, looking as glum as anyone could look. Just turning the corners of your mouth down as far as they will go. Go on. Well, that's about half as glum as Mr. Nobody looked. Oh, boy. The wizard thought and thought and thought some more. Care for a cup of tea? He inquired. Nobodies don't drink nothing, replied Mr. Nobody. Nobodies don't drink anything, said the wizard, correcting him. That's right, agreed Mr. Nobody. Aha, cried the wizard, that's it. The wizard rushed over to the workbench and started to mix up lots of different colored liquids in a huge bottle. They bubbled and gurgled together and let off little puffs of white smoke. Bubble, bubble, gurgle, poof. Bubble, bubble, gurgle, poof. What color would you like to be? The wizard asked Mr. Nobody. Nobody's aren't colored, came a sad reply. You choose, said the wizard, pointing to Mr. Happy. Mr. Happy thought. Well, he said, I've always really rather quite enjoyed being yellow. Yellow it shall be, shouted the wizard as he poured more liquid into the bottle. Suddenly, with one huge puff of white smoke, the liquid turned bright yellow. Right, cried the wizard. Drink that. Nobodies don't drink nothing, said Mr. Nobody. Exactly, shouted the wizard at the top of his voice. Nobodies don't drink nothing. Therefore, nobodies must drink something. Mr. Nobody took hold of the bottle and took a small sip. More, cried the wizard. Much more. Mr. Nobody shut his eyes, took a deep breath, and swallowed all of the liquid. Mr. Happy and the wizard watched and waited and waited and watched. Nothing happened. Told you so, said Mr. Nobody. And he sighed another one of those sighs that break your heart. I'm sorry, that was a serious moment. But, wait a minute! Did their eyes deceive them? Or they looked at Mr. Nobody's feet. They were turning sort of, yes, yellow! Yes, decidedly yellow. Definitely yellow. Then Mr. Nobody's legs turned yellow, and then his body, and then his arms. His nose! Mr. Happy shouted. What about his nose? Uh-oh, his nose is still see-through. They watched, and they waited, and they waited, and they watched. Nothing happened.
Mr.
Oh, boy.
Donut now.
Mr. Donut. Suddenly, Mr. Nobody sneezed. Achoo! And immediately, after his sneeze, with an enormous pop, achoo pop, his nose turned yellow as well. Oh, I wish you had been there to see Mr. Nobody's face. His mouth stopped turning down and started turning up. And up, and up, and up again. Well, chuckled Mr. Happy, I told you so. Everybody's somebody. Even Mr. Nobody's somebody. Yay! Mr. Nobody. So cute.
Yeah, look, the worm's even, like, behind him.
This is Mark's favorite. That's Mr. Bump.
Second
Mr. Tickle's pretty awesome because he can, like, reach his long, long arms, like, through houses and stuff. And
yeah,
tickle
he
you.
can reach all the way
That's a funny
to
one.
Mr. Nosy.
He can reach all the way to Mr. Nosy?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You
Okay,
look.
so let's do another song, you guys. How about... Oh, Mr. Bump. How about we do Wind the Bobbin Up?
Oh, wait. First put this down.
All right. So the other song that Rose picked out was Wind the Bobbin Up.
Let's do Daddy's version.
So we do Wind the Bobbin Up, but Mark and Rose have been trying to come up with a version that is Wonder Woman. So let's do it the right way first, and then you can tell me about the other way. Okay, so do you remember? You want to sit up?
Yeah.
After you stretch? All right, so you wind forward. You can wind backward. You can wind forward. You can wind backwards. All right?
Let's do it super fast.
Fast forward. Back. Okay. All right, are you guys ready? So let's wind the bobbin up, okay? 1, 2, 3. Wind the bobbin up. Wind the bobbin up. Pull. Pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again. Wind it back again. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor. Point to the window, point to the door. Clap your hands together. 1, 2, 3. And put your hands up on your knees. All right. So, Rose, did you want to try to sing your song?
You sing with me.
Okay, but maybe you should sit up to do it.
No, because I... Okay, fine.
Your feet around. Okay, so They tried to make up a song, Wind the Lasso Up. Okay?
Now he has 3 Wonder Woman.
Oh gosh. Okay guys, there's Wonder Woman. Hi Wonder Woman, we're trying to make a song about you. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Wind the lasso up. Wind the lasso up. Stretch, stretch, tell the truth. Wind it back again. Wind it back again. Stretch, stretch, tell the truth. Point to the invisible jet. Point to the
magic bracelets.
Magic bracelets. Point to the headband. Point to the boots. Clap your
point to the sword.
The sword. Clap your hands together. 1, 2, 3, and we didn't get that far. Place your hands up on your knees. Yay! All right. So what's the next book going to be, Rose? We have 2 more choices: Hair Love or Scaredy Squirrel. Scaredy Squirrel. Okay, I've been wanting to read this one to you guys for a while because it's super fun. Okay, Rose, I'll need you to sit here still because when you move around, the book shakes, and that might be a little bit hard. Okay. This is Scaredy Squirrel by Mélanie Watt. Hi. There he is. All right. See if we can follow on. Warning. Scaredy Squirrel insists that everyone wash their hands with antibacterial soap before reading this book. I'm good. In honor of Miss Barber, principal at Central Elementary School, 2006. Excuse me. Scaredy Squirrel by Mélanie Watt. Scaredy Squirrel never leaves his nut tree. The unknown. He'd rather stay in his safe and familiar tree rather than risk venturing out into the unknown. The unknown can be a scary place for a squirrel. This is the unknown. A few things Scaredy Squirrel is afraid of. Tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, killer bees, germs, and sharks. So he's perfectly happy to stay right where he is. Thumbs up. Whoops. Advantages of never leaving the nut tree. 1, great view. 2, plenty of nuts. 3, safe place. And no, tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, killer bees, germs, or sharks. Disadvantages of never leaving the nut tree. Same old view, same old nuts, same old place. Monday, he's there. Tuesday, he's there. Wednesday, he's there. And Thursday, he's there. And Friday, he's there. And Saturday, he's there. And Sunday, he's there. In Scaredy Squirrel's nut tree, every day is the same. Every day, everything is predictable. All is under control. Scaredy Squirrel's daily routine. 6:45. Wake up. 7 o'clock. Eat a nut. 7:15. Look at a view. 12 noon. Eat a nut. 12:30. Look at a view. 5 o'clock. Eat a nut. 5:31. Look at view. 8 o'clock. Go to sleep. Wow. Boring. But
I'd add the video games in that.
of course you would. But let's say, just for example, that something unexpected did happen. You can rest assured that this squirrel is prepared. A few items in Scaredy Squirrel's emergency kit. Parachute. Bug spray. Mask and rubber gloves. Hard hat. Antibacterial soap. Calamine lotion. A net. A Band-Aid. And sardines. Ew. I didn't know squirrels ate sardines. What do you do in case of an emergency according to Scaredy Squirrel? This is a dramatization, everybody. Step 1, panic. Step 2, run. Step 3, get kit. Step 4, put on kit. Step 5, consult exit plan. Step 6, exit tree, if there's absolutely, definitely, truly no other option. Exit plan, top secret. Exit 1, note to self, watch out for green Martians and killer bees in the sky. Exit 2, so if he goes that way, he needs to watch out for that stuff. If he goes to exit 2, note to self, do not land in river. If unavoidable, use sardines to distract the sharks. Exit 3, note to self, look out for poison ivy and for tarantulas roaming the ground. And exit 4, note to self, keep in mind that germs are everywhere. Remember, if all else fails, playing dead is always a good option. And he's right there, so he's trying to figure out how to go. He looks up, he looks down, he looks sideways. With his emergency kit in hand, Scaredy Squirrel watches day after day. He watches until one day, Thursday at 9:37 a.m., a killer bee appears! Ah! Scaredy Squirrel jumps in a panic, knocking his emergency kit out of the tree. This was not part of the plan. He looks pretty fierce, doesn't he? Scaredy Squirrel jumps to catch his kit. He quickly regrets his idea. The parachute is in the kit. But something incredible happens. I wonder what it's going to be. He starts to glide. Scaredy Squirrel is no ordinary squirrel. He's a flying squirrel. Whee! He wouldn't have known that. He feels overjoyed and adventurous. Scaredy Squirrel forgets all about the killer bee, not to mention the tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, germs, and sharks. Adventurous, carefree, alive, until he lands in a bush. He gives himself a 5.7. I think he stuck the landing, personally. And he plays dead. 30 minutes later, 1 hour later, 2 hours later, but he's got one eye open. Finally, Scaredy Squirrel realized that nothing horrible is happening in the unknown today. So he returns to his nut tree. All this excitement has inspired Scaredy Squirrel to make drastic changes in his life. Scaredy Squirrel's new and improved daily routine. 6:45 a.m., wake up. 7 o'clock a.m., eat a nut. 7:15 a.m., look at view. 9:37 a.m., jump into the unknown. 9:45 a.m., play dead. 11:45, return home. 12 noon, eat a nut. 12:30, look at view. 5 p.m., eat a nut. 5:31, look at view. 8 o'clock, go to sleep. So he's added a fly and a play dead. And there's the poison ivy. P.S. As for the emergency kit, Scaredy Squirrel is in no hurry to pick it up just yet. It's buried in the poison ivy. The end of Scaredy Squirrel. There's his end. All right, Scaredy Squirrel, I'm proud of you. You went and you ventured into the unknown. We all have to sometimes venture into the unknown, and it might be scary. But I think we sometimes underestimate how brave we can be. Okay, so before we do our next song, Rose wanted to share one of these books with you. Do you want to share this book? Yeah. So this is a special book that Rose got at Christmas time. Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah. Yes.
It's not a book we're going to read, but it's kind of, I've never seen a book like this before. So tell us about it, Rose.
Well, it's based on a movies. There's 3 of them, and it's about 2 guys who travel in time in a car.
Back to the Future.
Yeah. And there's a track where you can make it drive around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so show us how it works. So the car is a little wind-up toy.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Go ahead. Oops. Whoop, oh, I lost him. There he goes. Here, let's try to wind him again and we'll turn the page.
Wait. I want it to go all the way around.
Okay, I'll try to hold it still. It's pretty cool. Now they're adventuring into the Old West in this one. And then there's another page where he's in a little town. Here they travel all the way back to good old 1955. Mud. Watch out for the mud. Very cool. Nice.
Mud.
And now he's in the future. Last one is he's now in the future. I don't know what year. It's like 2015 or something. But it's not really the future anymore.
Well, it's when there's flying cars, so it's still the future.
Back to the Future is one of Mark's all-time favorite films.
It's actually his.
So he's such a fan of Back to the Future that he has a copy in VHS form, book form, DVD form, Blu-ray form, VHS form. Did I say book form? And now wind-up car form.
You forgot Laserdisc.
I forgot Laserdisc.
And this is Rose's book, not mine.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's one of your favorites, too.
Definitely. Okay, so we've got another song.
I want to show them this.
Is it upside down?
No, I need.
Oh, you wanted it upside down. Cool. Hours of fun.
Rose, what's your favorite Back to the Future?
Number 3.
Why?
Because it's cool with the train stuff.
They go back to the Old West. I don't know what year. It was probably like 1855 or something.
1885.
1885.
My
I knew
second
you'd know.
favorite is the second one.
What? That's just crazy. The first one's the best. Okay? First one's the best no matter what. So let's sing our last song. The last song that Rose has picked out is called A Big Red Bus. And I thought, so Rose, you want to do it on the bed? Okay, I'm going to do it right here. I don't know what Rose is going to do. Come join me, please. Okay, you ready? You remember Big Red Bus? You got your steering wheel, and you got your mini, and you got your Ferrari, and you've got your rocket, and you've got your helicopter, and you got your... All right, let's do Big Red Bus. Everybody ready?
Wait. First, I need to put this stuff away. I need the line.
It's right here. I'll put it away after.
Don't
Okay. All right. Big Red Bus. Okay, you guys. Big Red Bus. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Big red bus, mini, and a big red bus. Big red bus, mini, and a big red bus. Ferrari, mini, and a big red bus. Ferrari, mini, and a big red bus. All right, jumbo jets, guys. Jumbo jet, helicopter, jumbo jet, ah, jumbo jet, helicopter, jumbo jet, a rocket, helicopter, jumbo jet, a rocket, helicopter, jumbo jet. I have some unexpected cargo on this jumbo jet. That's you. Unexpected baggage on my jumbo jet. Okay,
Hey,
we've got...
Mom, lay on top of me.
I will not do that right now.
Promise you lay on top of me?
May I just remind you that we are in the middle of story time.
Lay
So,
on top of me.
the final book that Rose has picked out is called Hair Love. Now, I think they made this into a short film that won an award. Maybe like Best Animation or something. It's a sweet, sweet story of a daughter and a father. Hair Love by Matthew A. Cherry and illustrated by Vashti Harrison. Get myself a little more comfortable. Hair Love. My name is Zuri, and I have hair that has a mind of its own. It kinks, it coils and curls every which way. Daddy tells me it's beautiful. That makes me proud. I love that my hair lets me be me. In funky braids with beads, I am a princess. And when my hair is in two puffs, I am above the clouds like a superhero. Dun, da, da, da. My hair even does magic tricks. One day, Rocky and I were playing outside when along came the rain. From large to small it went. Presto, just like that. There is nothing my hair can't do. Today I woke up extra early all by myself. I was too excited to sleep. It's a big day. Cat's like, I'd like some food, please. Daddy was still sleeping. Shh, I said to Rocky as we tiptoed past him. Lately, Daddy has been worn out. He makes me breakfast, takes me to school, goes to work, picks me up, and yesterday we went for a bike ride around the park. I think he needs a break. That's very thoughtful of her. Because today is special. I want a perfect hairstyle. This calls for professional's touch. She's looking at a computer. Crack! Uh-oh! Pause off, Rocky! She drops her iPad. Daddy heard the crash. Zuri, what on earth? He asked. I was only trying to help, I said. Daddy smiled. Can I help too? It'll be a piece of cake, Zuzu. The first time was a big no way. Nice try, Daddy, but you know. Daddy likes it. She's like, huh? Even the cat is like, wait, I don't know about that. Let's try this again. The second was no better. No, Daddy. Then Daddy tried slicking my hair back into two puffs. Ouch! Daddy yelled. Uh-oh, one of the hair puffs popped off and went straight into his eye. Wait a minute, Daddy said as he reached into the drawer and pulled out a pick. Ta-da! There he goes. Trying to pick that out. Daddy, really? I said. I'll be right back, he promised. I like that one. I think that's the best one. Now, how's that? He asked, pulling a hat down over my eyes. Daddy, come on. We can do better than that. I really need my hair to be special. Don't worry, he said. We'll figure this out. She's starting to get a little sad about it. Then I had a great idea. Daddy gathered all the tools we needed, and we were set. So he's got the stuff, he's got the comb. Cat's like, yeah, you can do this. You got this. And look, they've got it set up. They're going to get a... Watching carefully, Daddy combed, and he parted, and oiled, and twisted. He nailed it. Funky puff buns. Pretty, pretty. So much fun. Rocky approved too. I put on my superhero cape as a final touch to my perfect look. Where's my Zuzu? Mommy called from the door. She could not get in the house fast enough. Mommy! You've got to be the prettiest Supergirl I have ever seen, she said. Look at that. He did do a good job. Welcome home, Mom. And your hair is beautiful, Zuri. Who did it? I looked at Daddy and beamed. Mommy smiled. Very nice. Thank you. We learned from the best. Daddy said as he gave her a big hug. My hair is Mommy, Daddy, and me. It's hair
look
love.
at the cat.
The cat's like, what? Do you think Mommy was on the computer telling him how to do it? Because I know, no, I think that's just they watched another video of somebody else doing it, I think.
It's funny how at the end it showed the cat with the hair. Funny.
Yeah, hair love apparently applies for the cat too. Fur love. I like that book. That's really sweet. Thank you for picking that one. All right, guys. Story time is coming to a close. That means maybe I'm a little bit hungry and I want to eat something, so I'm going to wash my hands.
I was just thinking I'm thirsty for milk.
Perfect. So let's wash our hands. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Tops and bottoms, in between. Rub them all together, now they're clean, squeaky clean. Again, tops and bottoms, in between, yeah, in between. Hey, rub them all together, yeah, rub them all together. Ooh. Now they're clean, squeaky clean. I don't know. All right, guys.
I have a question. You just said I don't know.
Okay, so Rose did have a request that we do a rainstorm one more time. So if you make your hands rub together like this.
Wait, I'm the leaves because today
is your day. Okay, so let's start it out. This is how you make wind. This is how you make rain. No, we don't. And this is how we make thunder. And this is how we make lightning.
Okay.
All right, go, Rose. But you gotta sit up. Nobody can see you like that.
I do it all by myself.
Okay, I'll follow your lead. But just remember, the storm comes, it gets very big.
You don't do it at all. You just describe the things I'm doing, but you don't do the wind.
Okay, we might be here a while, guys. Ready? Okay, go ahead. Oh, here comes the wind. The wind is coming. Oh, it's getting windier, windier. Uh-oh, there might be a storm. I hear rain. I hear rain is coming. We're going to get drenched. Oh, no, here comes the rain. Bam. Oh, thunder, thunder, lightning, lightning, thunder. You guys making lightning and thunder at home, too? Make that lightning and thunder. Thunder, clap, clap,
Mom,
clap.
you're not supposed to do it.
Thunder, clap, clap. Lightning, lightning, clapping, thunder. Lightning and jumping and wind. Thunder. Big thunder. And now the rain.
No. You
The thunder.
describe.
Lightning. Lightning. Thunder. 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 Lightning. Lightning. We're in a bad storm, guys. Thunder. Lightning. Thunder. Lightning. Thunder. So much thunder. But now it's starting to get. Thunder. Lightning. Okay. Now let's bring it down.
Okay.
Rain.
Well, I don't like doing rain. Slow it down.
Deep breath in. I think the storm is passing. Deep breath in. Let the wind come out. And finally, oh, power's out. That means it's the end. All right, guys. That was quite a rain. Now we're ready for the day. It's time to get on the goodbye train. Are you ready? Guys,
Well, you
a couple announcements before. Today's Wednesday. That means at 3 o'clock, we have Makers Club Live on Facebook. We're going to make Lego cars that are powered to fly across the room with a balloon. So join us at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And don't forget to... Oh, I'm sorry. 3 o'clock today. Today is Wednesday. Should have done my Days of the Week song. And don't forget that tomorrow is you have to get your pictures of reflections in. So if you have a picture of a reflection, it's not too late. Send it to me. And tomorrow, Thursday, is also Walk Like a Chicken Day. I don't know why, but we're going to celebrate. So anyway, all aboard! Oh, the goodbye train is leaving. See us soon.
Hey, you're forgetting something.
Oh, the goodbye train is leaving. See ya soon. Choo choo. Oh, the goodbye train is leaving. The goodbye train is leaving. Oh, the goodbye train is leaving. See ya soon. Choo choo. See you tomorrow. See you later today.
Hey, does anyone close doors?